My fellow Americans, ladies and gentlemen, today I'll be addressing you as the people of a once great nation. Heaven forbid you believe all Democrats are created equal. I will be addressing a wide variety of subjects today. One of the main topics is the success and survival of our political and civil liberties. By opposing our foes, helping our friends, bearing our burdens, no matter the price of our hardships, we will pay. It is not what can we do for our nation, not what can our nation do for us. What I can do for our nation is create and promote more new jobs. How? First, our mining industries provide capital for our nation's bank account, enabling us to create jobs in the construction industries by building refineries for the minerals we mine, allowing us to sell products like coal, copper, nickel, diamonds, and steel. I also have solutions for the manufacturing, production, agriculture, energy industries, as well as infrastructure. I will tax wealthy, prospering companies. I will reduce the amount of products produced and manufactured in other countries by giving tax incentives to the companies bringing jobs back home, adding stability to our nation. I will give tax breaks to low-income families. I will encourage our nation's programmers to create better software to protect our personal information from identity theft and from their cyber attacks. I can give every citizen a job or assignment, contributing to poverty reduction, thus reducing the homeless population in our cities. These opportunities will reduce the amount of welfare paid out and putting capital back into Social Security. I can reduce the cost of living. This will depend on the available solutions and the people. I will encourage banks to find ways to help people save money and, if possible, give better interest rates to individuals saving money. I encourage our universities, board of directors, teachers, and bookstores to lower their cost so more citizens can get an education. Depending on your skills, experience, and education level will determine job placement provided or available. I will bring reform to the criminal justice system. I encourage judges to give individuals more opportunities to participate in programs like internships, rehabilitation programs, or voluntarily enlisting in the military and completing a term. This will help our fellow society members become more productive and have self-discipline to lead a fruitful life. I have ideas to reduce starvation here at home and abroad. Remember, our country can only do for us by what we do for our country. What will you do? We need to help our veterans more with recognition, rehabilitation, personal encouragers, some people call aides, jobs, medical, or just a friend. All able-bodied gentlemen ages 18 through 30, I personally and wholeheartedly encourage you to complete at least basic training. I also wholeheartedly encourage our young women to do the same. This will make the United States strong and a trained people, and the nation will always be capable of protecting itself. I will do everything in my power to bring peace to our nation. We will be able to show the world humankind can prosper coexisting by fixing our own problems here at home. This is bigger than our nation. I am a pro-life supporter. I understand medical complications and medical options. I encourage birth and adoption. Every baby conceived has the right to live. I encourage people to adopt or foster these babies and children. I support disciplining our children. And yes, there is a difference between abuse and discipline. A supporting nation will back up its people. And when every individual takes a stand to ensure our nation's liberties and rights, trust and believe this is a future worth fighting for. I know we all want to stand united and preserve freedom. Every person wants to explore space, and it can happen with some time and with some basic guidelines like love, loyalty, respect, honor, and helping each other. And just stop with the racism. We are a world of one people. Do not be afraid to change. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Don't be fooled. Enough is enough. Never be afraid to stand together. We can. I wish this task was simple, but challenging it will be. With dedication and motivation, we can do anything in a short amount of time. We can come up with a plan. This nation will never regret making me president. We can lead the world by first conquering our own problems, which is a challenging task that is within our reach. Our enemies want to alleviate us as a nation. Stop, listen, and pay attention. I promise to you that every last person will truly be free. I tell you this, the foreign nation situation is complicated, but I believe that every person coming to America should have the right to be nationally neutralized and sovereign without any complications or very strict interrogations to their backgrounds. This causes problems. Our nation is the land of the free and home of the brave. Let's welcome people into our nation. We can speed up our research and manpower to do other things. Our physical borders may need to be secured, but that's just a temporary solution and a problem maker. Our nation's founding fathers were not native to this land, so that means to me that nobody really is. As a people, we can become more compassionate and accepting towards our new citizens. Another divider within our nation is religion. I may or may not upset some of you, but I personally believe that all religions ultimately direct to one divine God, spirit, being, or higher power. I also believe that over 3,000 years of language change, religion in itself has gone through an unintentional change. I believe in God, whom I trust to guide me down the path of righteousness. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for he is with us. Let these words encourage you to live life right and to respect all people with the same dignity and equality. And if not now, when? And if not me, who? Remember, in the long history of the world, few generations have been granted the opportunity to protect our freedom during its hour of maximum danger. I will not run from this responsibility. I welcome it. May God guide you and bless you, America. Mark Alvarez, also known as President Iconic.